Now that we have set up the foundations of how we're going to sell and who we're going to sell it to and what kind of tools we can actually use for this, we are going to focus on a whole lot of ideas on what to sell. I'm about to give you way too many ideas, and I need you to pick 3 max. But how are you going to choose which 3? I will tell you in order which criteria I use to pick of all of the infinite possibilities, which ones I would pick. In this order, it has to meet your people's needs. Like if I'm selling purple scarves and purple scarves are not quite in demand with my people, then I need to think something else. Lucrative. Purple scarves, nothing wrong with purple scarves. But if it's lucrative, the fastest to implement can be done remotely, you actually like doing, and optional can be scalable. So kind of in this order, it's got to meet your people's needs. Lucrative, meaning there's not a whole lot of overhead. You're not spending a whole lot of money to make some product and then leave your house and ship it and only make a couple bucks off of something that you sell. I would encourage thinking about more services and online-based businesses right now. Whatever you can do that's fastest to implement and can be done remotely. And it's a given that you don't want to be stuck building a business that you freaking hate, that you can't actually keep going with. So I do recommend picking something you like doing. Now, I do want to talk about this word scalable. What does that mean, or what do I mean by it? Scalable is capable of being easily expanded or upgraded on demand. So for example, if you write a book once and then you sell 1,000 copies of it, that's scalable. You still put in the work to write a book once. Whether or not you sell 5 copies of it or 5,000 copies of it, you still put in that work once. That is scalable. What's not scalable is selling your stuff on Craigslist, which is totally fine if you need to do it and you need some immediate quick cash right now, but you're going to run out of stuff. Scalable means you don't really run out of potentials to get income. When you sell all your stuff on Craigslist, you run out of stuff. You also, when you sell your time, which is also totally a legit business, people pay for you per hour in the normal business world. But when you're selling your time, you only have 24 hours in a day. And, much of that you hopefully will be asleep getting good rest. So that's not scalable. It's totally legit if somebody wants to hire you for an hour to come in and solve a problem or do a consulting or, teach them something. But thinking about a way that can expand if you put in the work once and you can sell it over and over and over again, that's what you'd like to get to. Now, scaling is actually pretty complicated if you let it. So that's why I said it's optional, because sometimes it's not easy to just jump right in and do something that's scalable. But here are some ideas that you want to think about maybe in the long term. One is group programs. You do, instead of doing one-on-ones, which you could charge more for, you could do group programs, which your time can be multiplied by whoever's in the group. Pre-recorded trainings, like the one you're watching right now. I do it once, I send it out, and it helps people over and over again, and I don't have to invest more time into it. Recurring revenue and memberships. If you can think about any way that you can make a one-time purchase and turn it into a multiple times purchase, that's going to be better for your business. So if there's any sort of subscriptions or memberships or things that people can pay over and over again, think about ways to do that. Digital products, again, you just make it once and you sell it over and over again. Tip jars are more scalable. If you go on Facebook Live and you put a tip jar there, then one person who watches can put some coin in your pocket. Another person can put some coin in your pocket for the same amount of time that you use. And there's a whole bunch more ideas. Now, I'm going to give you a list of ideas that you can sell ASAP. Some of them are more scalable than others, but remember back when, let me go to the previous slide. Remember in this order: meets your people's needs, is lucrative, is fastest to implement, can be done remotely, and you actually like doing, in that order. Just remember those criteria before we dive into all of the different ideas. And I'm going to be separating them out into different sections so you can skip around. You can watch all of the videos depending on what you're interested in and where the people who need your services, what they are looking for.